Hey everyone, Rob here from Gunfather Milsim, and today I want to talk to you about different aspects of what, in my opinion, makes a good airsoft player, what makes an effective airsoft player, someone who can capture objectives, gets lots of kills, and not get killed that often. Now there's three aspects to this. The first one, and is the most basic, would be equipment. Okay, this is usually where everybody starts because obviously if you want to play, you need equipment. Okay, you need an airsoft gun, otherwise you can't even play. This includes everything from your gun, your optic, sidearm, plate carrier, magazines, radio, the whole nine, equipment. Now, new players really focus on this. I understand why they focus on this. And then when they go and they play and they don't do so well or not as well as they hoped, they go right back to the equipment. Well, what kind of upgrades do I need to get? What do I need to switch to a DMR? Do I need to type bore barrel, work on my hop up, switch to HPA, whatever. They focus solely on the equipment to try to get that advantage over the other players. And a lot of people don't really ever get past this phase. And unfortunately, all those upgrades, they can be very expensive, but you're only adding maybe 5 or 10% of performance over just a stock AEG. I'm not talking like a cheap Walmart AEG. I'm talking like a standard $300 entry-level AEG. Your well-built $800 gun is only going to have a 5 or 10% advantage over that, and typically only at the end of its range, which most of the time you don't want to be engaging people at. Now the next aspect of what makes a good airsoft player is something I call hard skills. Okay, this is something I try to promote on my channel quite a bit. Now hard skills are all your physical aspects of playing. Your ability to, raise the weapon up and fire effectively, reloads, transitions, your ability to use cover effectively, your ability to shoot your weapon in different positions, like prone and kneeling, and your ability to move that weapon around you. Now, I promote hard skills a lot. It's a big aspect of my channel. It's a big kind of criticism I have of a lot of players is they don't ever get beyond just what kind of gun they have and actually learn how to emulate some of the techniques, some of the real world techniques that can make you a better player. I'm going to talk more on this one in a future video, but basically I'm going to go over a video of how do you decide which hard skills to focus on, because there are so many, and which ones are most effective. Now the last aspect of what makes a good airsoft player is tactics. And in my opinion, this is the area that most airsoft players don't really kind of evolve to, and your best airsoft players focus on. This is basically strategy. It is putting yourself in the best position in the strong point, attacking from a deep angle rather than a shallow one where it's going to be harder to hit you, surprising your enemy, setting up ambushes, working with other players to set up flanking positions and communicate that. This is all tactics. Now here's the deal. Hard skills will always beat equipment. Everybody's got stories from their home field of a salty veteran player who had a basic gun and was able to defeat several other players who were newer and had superior equipment, because the equipment doesn't really give you that much in the grand scheme of things, and hard skills will always come out on top. Furthermore, good tactics will always beat skilled players. Okay, if you're in a good position and you're working well with other players and you're just at the strong point on the field, all your fast reloads and snap shooting skills and all that isn't gonna matter, because you're not in a strong position. The best players in the world cannot fight their way out of a bad tactical position. Okay. Thus, I think players need to focus more on their tactics, how they play, versus their hard skills or their equipment. Okay. When tactics fail, you can fall back on hard skills. When hard skills fail, you can fall back on equipment to kind of give you that edge. But the majority of your advantage is going to come from using proper tactics. Now let's talk about where players focus from what I've observed in different parts of their, let's say, airsoft career. So if we have the beginner, okay, the noob. If I had 10 points to distribute between these three, in my opinion, most new players put about an 8 in equipment and a 2 in hard skills. And the 2 in hard skills is just because they got to learn how to load the damn thing to play. Okay, and a 0 in tactics. I think this is kind of beyond them. Now, I find a lot of players stay here. They don't ever move beyond this. And that's fine. If you're having fun, more power to you. But as far as effectiveness goes, it's not the best. Okay, now we're going to talk about the experienced players. probably own several guns, been around the block. Okay, I would say these players put about a 6 in equipment, probably a 3 in hard skills, and maybe a 1 in tactics. Okay, because they've learned how to do some basic tactics and learned their field. This is where the majority of airsofters are at who have played a long time and are pretty effective, maybe do a lot of ops. And there's nothing wrong with this. This is a really strong place to be. Finally, I'm going to talk about your most seasoned players, and for lack of a better term, I'm going to call them elite. The elite players. These are the guys who have been playing the sport the longest, are extremely good at it, and are extremely effective. These guys play a lot of ops. Everybody always wants to be on this person's team. These are part of the 20% that make up like 80% of the kills on the field. They can really move objectives and really change the game. I find players at this level are about a 2 on equipment, okay? Maybe a 3 on hard skills and a 5 on tactics. They really focus on the strategic aspect of the game, okay? The finding that ideal position, working as a team, setting up those positions that effectively win. So this is all something I've been throwing around my head, trying to articulate my goal here on this channel in Gunfather Milsim. What I'm trying to get to is get beyond focusing on the equipment, and let's focus on the hard skills, and more importantly, let's focus on the tactics, because at the end of the day, this right here is what is most effective and gets us the most bang for our buck when it comes to getting kills and winning objectives. So that's all I got on aspects that make a good airsoft player. If you like my content, please support it. Hit like, subscribe, hit the bell. You know how YouTube works. Or better yet, buy some of my merchandise. I have a merch store. You can find it at unsavorytees.com under Unsavory Army and Gunfather Milsim. Go there. You can buy patches. You can buy t-shirts like this one here. And you can buy Gunfather bungee slings. And all that supports my channel. All that makes it so I can put out more content for you. Thanks for watching.